is her, the Gooch, big backyard bully. Need a little work, need a little brushed up. Brush his teeth a little bit, but yeah, this is the one. Yanmar 2210. I've already took it for a test drive, and so far it's just knocking stuff out the box. I scooped a little dirt, scooped a little dirt, dropped off a little dirt, But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun learning. She sure is pretty, ain't she? She's a little rough around the edges, but she's pretty. And best of all, she's mine. That is nice. The Gooch. All right, I'm draining the hydraulic fluid. And here's the plug right here. Whoa, look at that. Look at all that water in there. Wow. Wow, look at this. See that? Yeah, that gotta come out. Definitely. So I'm gonna let that drain. I'm gonna pull this filter out when it's done. Let me put this plug somewhere where I won't lose it. Wow. This is why the guy said it runs real slow. It's probably because water is in the line. Let's take the cap off the top. That's pretty rough. That is pretty rough. So I'm draining about 4 gallons of it, because it takes about 4 gallons. So while that's bottoming out, I'm pretty sure this is the filter right here. This is different than any video I saw all over social media. This is always on the side. And this drain tube is always on the side. This is supposed to be a Yanmar 1700, but it has a hood on it that says 2210. So I'm having a problem figuring out which one it is, because I can't find the ID plate. I would like to know for myself. By the way, when I loosened this nut, it was in the tighten. You have to tighten it to loosen it. I know that sounds crazy. It's just in reverse. You would think because it's upside down, you would have to reverse it out, but no. Okay. 3 bolts. And I'm sure that's not just gonna be as easy. Okay. I got that loosened up. Took a little tapping. Let the rest of that out of there. That is definitely the filter. Look at that. Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty. Man. not metal shavings, it's just dirt and grime. Okay, I'm gonna just take that off and clean it up. Hit it with some diesel and put that back in. Replace this seal. All right, that'll work. Thank you, Lord. Okay. I'm just running my hydraulics to get all the rest of that fluid out of here. And it worked too. As soon as I did that, it started pouring out more. Look at that. It definitely worked. Hey everybody, Live Farmer Serving 3. Sorry about the eyeball. Got something in it earlier. But look, I wanted to show you, I cleaned the filter out. You can see straight through it now, right? I was able to get all that gunk and grit and grime out because all I had to do was fill this full of diesel and spray it all down in my oil pan down there, and it literally all just came right off and cleaned it right up. So I didn't have to soak it and do all that other stuff that anybody else, be talking about. I said I was gonna try that first before I got that extreme. But so far, I'm gonna use this one. It does have a little split right here, so I ordered a new one. But I wanna use this for now. So, and the reason I know you're probably like, well, why don't you just wait? Well, I plan on doing another oil change anyway in maybe 30 days or so. And the reason why, so I can get the rest of that old fluid out. I want the new fluid to run through it, and then got to get rid of that too, because I'm trying to get all fresh new fluid in here, no water. So no big deal. I just wanted to show you all that before I put a seal on here and get it back in the tractor. I've just scraped inside here where the gasket goes, and I just scraped the engine where the gasket goes, and now I'm going to make a new gasket as crudely as I possibly can. I'm just tracing this. Put a hole. Okay. So that's what it's gonna look like. All right, there's my new gasket. And now I have to cut out that center. All I'm really worried about is this edge. So it doesn't have to be super perfect. Just cover this edge. So that gives me an idea of how far out I need to be. Just like that. There's my gasket. See it? It's exactly what we need. This old trick my father taught me when I was younger, even before I owned a car. Okay, there's our new gasket. Let's get this in the tractor. All right, getting our filter back inside of the tractor, just like that. Get those bolts back in. Got it. There we go. All right, that's it. We got it all sealed back up, filter back in, new gasket. So now what we're gonna do is fill it with new fluid. And that's hopefully the easiest part. And after that, we will be done, I hope, right? I got the hydraulic fluid that I'm gonna use. I'll show you that in a minute, but I'm gonna show you exactly where I'm gonna be pouring it at. I had to go off and get a funnel. I tried to make a funnel too, but it was a little too big, so let's go. So here's my hydraulic fluid fill cap. It's empty right now. Get a funnel down in there, just like that. And now I'm gonna try my best to fill that up without making a whole mess. I'm gonna go ahead and start with about 3 gallons and check it. And that's about where we are too. Oh yeah, yep, there it is. There it is. It's about to register now. Yep. There it is. Full. I'm gonna let it stay right there. We are done. I'm gonna crank it up and I'm gonna move my hydraulics around and then I'm gonna top it up because I know I took some out of the hydraulic system itself. Move up. That's nasty. Look at what that looked like that I pulled out compared to what it looked like when it first came out of this jug here. That is nasty. All right, let's go ahead and start it up. Come here, pup. Sit down. Good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl. It's taking a minute for the fluid to get up in the bucket. But you see how fast my rake went up and down? Much faster. It did not do that. It's running over 50% faster than it did since the day I got it. Did you see how fast that was moving? It may not seem fast to you if you got a brand spanking new tractor, but what I'm seeing right now from what it was doing, way faster, super improvement. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a few hours on this oil, and then I'm gonna drain it down. I'm not gonna run it out, to its fullest. I'm gonna drain this out because it's circulating all the rest of that sludge in there and getting it going. And then I'm gonna change it again. Oh man. Oh, I'm ready for work now. She even sound better, don't she? Oh, sexy ready for some work.
When I holla ski, let me pull up.
Let's check and see if we got any leaks. Nope. Gasket holding. I told you. It's cardboard. We ready to rock and roll now.